Cipher Bureau Part 1. Cipher Bureau, part of 2nd Department of Polish General Staff. I shouldn't be telling you this, but my grandfather, while officially sub-lieutenant in Polish Army, horse artillery, destroying or probably decommissioning for a while 5 panzers, he was captured and sent to the Oflak, but he escaped. Was stationed near Stryj, today Ivano-Frankivsk, to run counterintelligence operations against USSR. On September 20, 1939, he came back to pick the love of his life from Lviv today. Allegedly, it was last marriage carried out in Lviv Cathedral before Soviets ran it over. He spent next 6 years doing odd jobs, killing Germans, helping underground, but nothing too overt. His German employer probably suspected, but lived in Poland for generations. My grandmother helped them hide valuables in their hair when forcible deportations came in. And the German owner signed in, without a blink, audition books that claimed that Hawk took a sheep to eat it. So why I am telling you this story? Second Polish Republic was at the forefront of code breaking in the interwar period. One of the biggest benefactors was Japan, since we shared common enemy. Thousands of officers worked in listening stations in Manchukuo, and while I have no love for Japanese atrocities since 1905, I do have to thank the weird coincidence how former Polish diplomats to Berlin, now with Japanese documents, left something to colleagues who worked in the same Japanese embassy in Berlin, sent it to Japanese embassy in Stockholm, and somehow it ended up in British embassy in Stockholm, and later obviously in London. Embarrassing mistake. That happened over and over. When Poland declared war on Japan, Japan declined. Beginning of cryptanalysis. Cipher Bureau started as a ragtag group mostly made of former Austrian-Hungary officers. Józef Rybak, Ignacy Matuszewski, and Karol Bołdesku. Multiculturalism made for splendid cryptanalysts, since they knew variety of languages and cultures. It should be noted that Austria-Hungary had one of the best cryptanalysis units in the world. Captain Victor von Marchestedt broke Russian codes in the World War I. Most former Austro-Hungarian cryptanalysts that stayed in Germany, Austria, worked for Abwehr in World War II. Major Karol Bołdesku, after 1918 declared himself as Polish, was right-hand man of Max Runge, person who refused to work for Germans in World War II, which ended him up in Dachau. Bołdesku retired in 1922. Last information on him was from 1934. Germans during World War II tried to find him but couldn't. We wouldn't know about any of this if not for the simple fact that Poland had 26 more or less working radio stations for an entire Polish armed forces. It was in June 1920, the worst month of war, but decided to use 6 radio stations as listening posts. For comparison, usual Bolshevik army had 4 radio stations plus 1 force-stop. Best equipped was Budionny's First Horse Army, that had 30 plus radio stations. In 1919, Baudescu created a radio listening network in which he enlisted help of his friends from Abhordinest. However, they lacked cryptanalysts. One of the people working there was Jan Kowalewski, that studied chemistry in the University of Liga before World War I. During war, fought on the side of Russians, then Free Poland, where he was commander of Polish military organization in Ukraine. He later became chief of intelligence in General Żelichowski's outfit. He started working in a cipher bureau in September of 1919. And this is when luck showed its head. It was a dull evening, only a couple of days after he started working there. His friend, Porucznik Stanisław Sroka, had a night shift, but also a problem, because his sister was getting married. As a real bro, Kowalewski said that he would cover his friend's shift. What he didn't know is there will be an avalanche of Russian messages that night, both encrypted and not. Since he was bored, he substituted the Russian word divizia, meaning division, but also having 3 I's in a word, so kind of important, and began having fun making a crossword. After he decrypted the first message, he showed it to his colleagues. The amount of slack-jawed people must have been astounding. This replacement guy was deciphering codes for fun. If Miss Sroka didn't have a marriage, who knows how would Polish-Bolshevik war had ended. Anyway, he got bored again, so he broke the White Russian codes, Ukrainian, Czechoslovakian, Lithuanian, and finally German. It was his idea to employ the professors from Warsaw and Lwów University. At the end of the war, Polish cryptanalysts deciphered messages faster than people who were receiving them and knew the codes.